takes a while. So I just don't do that anymore. It's not necessary. We can use a few teeth. One tooth, you can do teeth. And you can only do a few teeth because you can only cut so much gum out of the roof of the mouth. The sensitivity's not there. Do a few teeth, 32 teeth. One tooth, you can do teeth. And you can only do 32 teeth. You are helping people. It's great.
Hey, welcome back to the show, everybody. It's Sensitive Teeth. I'm your host, Ian, and across from me is, of course, the beautiful and wonderful, most of the time, Sandra. How you doing, Sandra?
Good, you?
I'm fine. It's a Sunday afternoon here in Amsterdam. It's cold, but we're hot. We're feeling it. Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it. Don't you see my red cardigan?
You have a very nice red cardigan on.
Yes.
I was going to say, that's one of the finer cardigans I've ever seen. I especially like the color.
Yeah, it's like blood red.
Mm-hmm. Well, we all know how much you love those blood sacrifices or whatever the fuck you do down there in Africa.
Yes, Ian, yes.
Mm-hmm. I've seen Vice News. I know all about it.
Yes.
So what's on your mind? What's going on? We're back. Yeah. Episode whatever. Sensitive motherfucking teeth. You brush and floss today?
Yeah.
Good.
Of course.
Yeah, good.
I don't floss.
We talked about that last week. We did. Because your teeth are so tight together, whatever. You got better teeth than the white man, I believe, is the conclusion. Something like that. I like your hairdo. It's cool. You got less than last week. You seem to grow fast and chop short. I don't know what it is. Maybe a wig? Who knows?
Everything.
It's the secret of the black woman.
Who knows? Who knows?
All right. So what's on the roster for today? Fucking, what am I pissed off about? Kyle Rittenhouse. You know this motherfucker?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
And if this kid gets off, lots of other kids are going to do this shit. Because they know they'll get off. Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, he's just, I think he's like a poster child for the fucked upness of the States right now.
Yeah, but why would somebody give him a gun?
I mean, it's like parents gave. It's like a birthday present or some shit. Have a gun there, son. Freedom.
I mean, like here they have like shooting ranges, like in
There's one right in the center.
Yeah, but also you cannot go if you're less than 18. Less than 18, you can't go.
Well, yeah, he wasn't supposed to have a gun.
No, he's not. But
it's illegal all the way around. This fucking kid. It's just crazy. It's crazy that the judge is like sticking up. Like, what is going on? It's like surreal.
You're not supposed to. I mean, you could think that's his uncle or something, you know?
Yeah, well, it's like there's definitely some bias or something on the judge's part.
Of course there is, and I wouldn't be surprised if the judge is right wing, because they're the ones they're the ones who are always biased. You know, like this kid killed people.
Yeah, I mean, there's like videotapes of him saying he wants to shoot people and stuff, and they're thinking like, well, does that mean he really wants to shoot people?
I mean, you cannot just say that shit. Like, even if you don't mean it, and police hear you saying that, that's a threat. If you
totally
say,
a threat, yeah.
If you say you want to kill people, even if it's a joke, and police hear you, they don't take it like a joke. Or you say, I want to blow up this building.
Yeah.
Oh, but I was joking. No, you were not joking.
You can't.
You cannot say that.
Yeah,
no.
There's certain things that are just a little bit too sensitive, even here for sensitive teeth, huh?
Yeah, man. People died.
All right, next on the roster, date rape. Is it really a date?
Jesus Christ, Ian.
What?
Jesus Christ.
You're supposed to laugh at these things. You're killing me here. You're killing me. Better, yes. You're the sidekick. You know, you're here to pump me up. You know, get me excited.
Well, like you bring up shit in a weird way. That's why.
Yeah.
Is it really a date? What do you mean? Like child rape? Is it really rape?
Well, that's most people are like, well, is date rape really rape? It's like, of course it is, but is it really a date? I mean, I guess it could start out as a date.
I mean, sometimes they describe things in a really fucked up way. Not like what I meant was not child rape. They say like child prostitution, but a child cannot consent, so it's not prostitution, it's rape.
Yeah, totally. Well, they always have this like in the Epstein case, like underage girls. You mean children?
Yeah, children.
Just underage girl makes
children,
it sound pretty like a lot less serious when they use those terminology, you know? Underage girls. You mean kids? Can't fuck kids.
Well, in your country they do.
Well, they fuck kids everywhere.
No, but your kids can get married in your country.
I think that's a state-by-state issue.
It's lots of states.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird states. A lot of weird laws.
But also in the blue states, some blue states, there's child marriage.
Yeah, well, blue and red,
As young as 13, also they can get married.
Pedro, can you Google that for us? Figure out the latest, the youngest age of consent or for marriage in America? Thank you.
But even here, I find it really young. Like the age of consent is 16.
That's pretty young.
You're still a kid.
You're totally a kid. I mean, have you talked
Even
to
18, you're still a kid.
Yeah, have you talked to an 18-year-old? They're kids.
They're
kids.
dumbasses. I was so dumb at 18. Like,
Me too.
no
Holy
responsibility, no sense of direction whatsoever. Oh, but no, you can fuck. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, yikes.
But
We're all grown up now.
Yeah. How old are you again, Ian?
34.
Oh, wow.
34 and a half. Just about.
Just 34. You're either 34 or 35.
Well, I'm 34. I'm closer
almost
to
35.
I'm closer to 34 than I am to 35. Let's say that.
Okay.
Yeah, for a couple more months. Freaky, huh? Time just fucking flies by.
Yeah, I'm 38. I'm going to be 39 next year.
Holy smokes. That's crazy. You
So
don't
in
look
2
a day
years,
over
I'm
20.
40.
That's nuts.
That's nuts. I can't believe I'm going to be 40.
40, the big 4-0.
Yeah, but
40
what
ounces
does
to
it mean
freedom.
to be 40? It means nothing.
It doesn't mean anything.
I hate being a grown-up anyway.
Well, the thing is, the older you get, like, the less you care. At least for me.
Yeah, but I'm not at that age where I don't care.
You're starting to care.
Maybe like 45. Then it kind of hits you that,
Yeah.
getting old.
You're officially, you are a grown up, whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not. And menopause is coming soon.
Ooh, that's going to be fun for me and you and everybody around you in your life. That's going to be a fucking fun
I hope
time
I'm not
there.
a bitch to people. I hope I'm not a bitch.
I hope so too.
Most women in menopause are bitches.
Well, they're just like, I mean, I don't want to speak too out of turn here, but they just go crazy,
I don't know. It's the hormones.
It's like a lot
or
of mood
something
swings
like that.
and stuff,
Yeah,
That's what it really bugs me out. People with like bipolar and stuff like this, very difficult. Very difficult.
Yeah,
to
but bipolar,
get around.
that's really something else.
That's like chronic mood swings for your whole life.
That's it. That's nothing. There's nothing you can do about it.
Therapy. Talk therapy.
Yeah, but it doesn't go away.
No, it doesn't.
It can reduce it. Maybe you know how to deal with it, but it will never go away. Mental illness doesn't go away.
No, but it can be treated.
Yeah, but
Maybe not cured, but treated. It can be
yeah,
dealt
so
with,
that you
can
can
be
deal
handled.
with
Yeah,
it
you
every
can
day.
you can
But
handle
you
it. But
still can have
it takes
episodes.
Work. It takes work.
Yeah,
It's an everyday thing.
Yeah, you have to do most of the work.
Well, no one can do that work for you.
I mean, you can see a
Really,
therapist,
nobody
but
can
that's
do it
about
for
it.
you. Yeah.
No, that's about it. And people don't have to deal with your bullshit. That's the thing.
Mm.
And sometimes people don't understand, but yeah.
Yep. Therapy should be free,
Well,
or at least included in like regular budget health insurance plans.
yeah, it
Should
is.
definitely
But during the pandemic, insurance companies have been dicks here now.
Yeah, I think we touched on that last week.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
But
everybody's a
before it
dick
was
here.
free, completely free. But now they're being dicks about it because there's too many fucked up people.
Yeah. Oh God, and now we're here in fucking Amsterdam. Who knows? These are never gonna air like in time with like real life. So everything like the Halloween we record on Halloween is gonna come out in many months away from Halloween probably. But that's okay because we're talking about real life issues here. There's no date on these issues except for fucking Kyle Rittenhouse piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, what to do?
Ugh.
But it's funny. Like there's certain things even when you don't want to find out, you'll find out. Like this dumbass kid, everybody knows about him. Like nobody knew about him until people didn't know he had shot people.
Oh, I did.
Well, I knew because it was on TV all the time. It was on the news all the time, but I didn't even know his history. But now I really know him since the trial.
Yeah, it comes back in the news.
Yeah, now everybody
They start
knows him
picking- yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
There's all these memes too. Which are
Yeah,
pretty
it's when
fucking
he's
funny.
crying.
There's one he's like eating different foods, It's like he doesn't like the spaghetti, and he's just making all these like there's a big plate of food under his face. So that's fun. I mean, that's like what.
In my next
making-
lifetime, I want to come back like a white man because you guys get away with bullshit. Like,
I know, it's awesome.
I mean, yeah.
It's fucking sweet. I can do whatever I want. Sorry, officer, I didn't know I couldn't do that. It's a famous Dave Chappelle line. Don't worry, Dave, I got this one. Sorry, officer, I didn't know I couldn't do that. Well, now you know. Just get the fuck out of here. I looked at him as he was like, that was good, wasn't it? Because I did know I couldn't do that. Oh. That's really how it is, though.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I know.
I heard somebody talking. It was pretty funny. Some comedian, I forget who, but they were interviewing a skateboarder. I think it was Tony Hawk or something. And they're like, yeah. And Tony Hawk was like, yeah, when I was a kid, like it was unaccepted. You get kicked out and harassed and all this stuff. And somebody's like, well, so the closest thing a white guy can do to experience a black guy is be a skateboarder. Like constantly, like, everybody looks at you like, you piece of shit hooligan. Get out of here, you fucking punk. Teenagers with skateboards. Terrifying for most people.
I mean, I don't see what
we used to just go around just terrified.
I don't see
people.
what's the big deal. Why people like they hate kids skateboarding. I don't see the big deal.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't. It's a fucking awesome thing.
I mean,
it's like the best
they can
thing.
do stupid shit, but who didn't do stupid shit when they were young?
Yeah, but I guess because it's so much about like street skateboarding, you know, like you're doing it in the streets on people's property and like public places, you know, and it's loud and it's, you know, it's aggressive. It's a quite a spectacle, and it freaks people out because like there's danger involved and there's passion, you know, people get mad when they don't land something.
If they go like in the bike lane, it's a bit dangerous. If it's like 5 kids in the bike lane,
no,
okay.
But I'm talking like jumping down stairs in a city square, you know, just the boards flying and stuff. So people get freaked out. They don't like it because it's, you know.
But here, kids don't.
But it's
really
a free
do
space.
It.
It's an open public space. Well, not so much in the center because there's not so many street spots here in the center.
No, you'll get hit by cars.
That's fine. Cars get hit by us.
Right, Ian. I don't know shit about skateboarding.
Oh, you should learn. It's a great thing. I haven't been able to skate in 6 months because my fucking shoulder, but...
Oh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm in it for life, you know? I shattered my elbow. I had to get it rebuilt and learn how to use my arm again.
Where, here?
No, this happened about 5 years ago in the States.
Oh.
Shattered my fucking elbow. Took like 6 months or so to be kind of free of it and just doing physical therapy and stuff. You know, I had to get surgery. I have all this metal and shit in my elbow now.
Oh.
It looks funny. And I still skate. After that, you know?
It's a lifestyle.
Go back to it. It's a fucking life. It's a dedication and an obsession, dude. It's a lifestyle. It's not a sport. Skateboarding is not a sport, man.
It's a lifestyle. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like a cult as well, you know? Skateboarders like...
Well, culture.
Cult.
No, it's more than that. It's a culture. There's a culture behind it. It's not a cult.
It's a
culture.
Cult.
Certainly, it's a great culture. I mean, it's a fantastic thing. I spent some time in the graffiti world, too, and that culture is shitty. It's just like everybody hates each other and wants to fight and stuff. There's no camaraderie. It's just like this very jock sport sort of thing. But skateboarding, it's like...
Family,
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And of course, there's cliques. You know, it can get kind of cliquey. But at the end of the day, everybody's a skateboarder.
Like what, like gangs?
No, not gangs, but like crews.
Oh.
Like we're this crew and we're that crew and we have T-shirts and stuff and we try to be the coolest crew in town.
But
the crews are all friends with each other because it's skateboarding. It's family. Familia.
But is it like the same here or you're talking about the States?
I'm talking about everywhere. I'm talking about skateboarding as a culture. There's a culture.
But there's not so many people skateboarding here.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah?
It's quite a scene. Now that they have the indoor park and stuff and Nike's like spending a lot of money on it in other ways. I mean, fuck Nike, but yeah, there's quite a scene here.
Oh.
But it's hard because of the weather and the you know, the street. A lot of the heavy street skating is done in other cities in Holland. It's not so much an Amsterdam thing. Like Arnhem is big and fucking Rotterdam, pretty heavy on the street.
Yeah, but Rotterdam is more urban than
exactly.
This
it's way
place,
more
yeah.
new, you know. It's like
new.
Yeah.
It's new there.
And that's why, because Amsterdam, the streets are so old and
They're
shitty
tiny.
cobblestone and everything's so old and crusty and it's
Yeah.
just not good for those little wheels. Those little wheels. Oh man, look at him going so fast on those little wheels.
Who's that, Stewie?
I don't know what that is.
No, you know, you watch Family Guy?
I've seen it. I'm familiar.
Yes. So he's the one with the English accent.
Yeah, he's the baby.
So
I know.
he doesn't say whipped cream. He says whipped cream.
I did say
Yes.
Cool Whip.
Yeah, Cool
Pie tastes
Whip.
better with Cool Whip. Pie tastes better with Cool Whip. Say whip. Now say Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Ah, fuck. Sometimes that show makes me laugh.
No, it does make me laugh.
I feel guilty when it makes me laugh though, because it's so low brow. It's like farts, you know. The guy farts in the face, and like I laugh. I'm like, God damn it, I'm better than that. I'm smarter than this. But it gets me.
No,
I don't put it on, but I'll watch it if it's being played. Let's just say that.
No, I watch it.
I don't seek it out.
People are always asking me, why do I let Otis watch it? I'm like, it's funny. Yeah, but it's adult content. It's funny. What do you mean it's adult content?
Well, he has the internet. He has access to the internet. He can see whatever he wants all the time.
I mean, what isn't Rick and Morty. Should I tell him not to watch it?
Rick and Morty's smart.
Yeah, and it's smart. It's funny,
smart.
but I mean, it's a bit vulgar, but...
It's vulgar, but they
Yeah.
back it up with, like,
Yeah.
you know, some pretty on-the-ground sort of stuff as far as modern theory, quantum mechanics, and shit like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those mechanics. Quantum mechanics. That's terrible. Bleep that out, Pedro.
Yes, please.
That's horrible. Fucking Pedro. Be nice to have him here once. We could Google stuff. You see any funny videos online? Any funny videos that stick out?
No.
No.
Not really.
No. Just those Kyle Rittenhouse doesn't like spaghetti memes.
The memes are funny. Those
Memes
are funny.
Who doesn't like good
I don't
memes?
know who started memes. Whoever started it.
The internet started memes.
Somebody must have started it. Not
Like the first meme ever. Pedro, could you look up the first meme ever, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the internet's crazy. Can you imagine going to high school with a smartphone? Could you imagine how crazy it must be
Yeah.
to be 13, like in school, and you can just like take a picture and send it and record shit and just do... it's just insane.
It's
I couldn't
crazy.
imagine it.
I mean, like, I had my first cell phone. I think I was maybe 18 after high school.
Yeah.
But it was like that Nokia 3310, the one that doesn't break.
Yeah.
And it was still a big deal, you know?
Oh!
This guy definitely fucks.
What's up, Johnny? Good.
I always interrupt at this moment.
That's all right. That's part. It's gonna be a thing. We're gonna start a game show around it or something, some sort of theme. We got a third mic. You wanna fucking plug in there, dude?
Same as last time.
Yeah.
In and out.
In and out, baby.
I've got 73 downstairs.
No way.
Yeah, Justin would be stoked.
Holy shit. He's got a crazy electric bike downstairs. Looks like a motorcycle.
Well, he's leaving it outside?
Well, you lock it. Yeah. He's in and out.
Is it? Oh, you mean like the ones with the big tires?
Yeah.
Oh, these are like the thing now in Amsterdam.
Those are the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're like $4,000 or something.
Yeah, they can be.
You too, buddy.
They could be even more than $4,000.
Yeah.
Even
Just buy a
more.
car, you idiots.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay parking for
Yeah, I
this.
guess. And there's no like, you don't need a fucking license or any registry. It's just, you just get it
And you only,
like a bicycle. I guess that's very appealing.
I mean, you just have
No
to charge
bullshit.
it. That's it.
Yeah, charge it.
That's
You
it.
can charge your phone and everything anyway.
But a car in Amsterdam? No.
Ugh.
I wouldn't advise anybody to buy a car in Amsterdam. What's the point?
It's the parking that's the problem.
Getting the license, the road tax, the insurance, everything is just ridiculous.
and then
you could buy a car of €1,000. You end up paying so much.
Yeah, I miss driving though. I don't miss parking.
I mean, now I think Amsterdam is like what, $7.50 per hour?
Probably more than that in some areas on certain days.
Yeah.
Because they gouge the prices like airlines do. Like even at the movie theater, like one movie like time at a different location is a cheaper ticket than one at like a more. It's just like airline tickets where it goes up and down with traffic.
But
fuck you.
But I'm
fuck you.
I mean, if you sell out the tickets, they're sold out. It doesn't matter if it's morning or it's evening. So what difference does it make that the morning tickets are cheaper and the evening tickets are...
Because they know that more people want to go to the movies in the evening, so it's more competitive. People pay more. Yeah, it's fucking asshole behavior. It's like airlines. Airlines do it, right?
It's something people don't really need. It's something people do because they like to do it. But I don't need to go to the cinema.
Not at all.
No,
I went to the cinema last week. We
yeah.
walked out. I think I already told you that.
Yeah,
We
I
fucking
like to go
left.
to the cinema. I like to go to the cinema, but I don't need to go to the cinema. So if you're going to charge me €15 a ticket to go and watch Finding Nemo, fuck you. I'll just, stream it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but it's just the fact that they change the ticket price at different times of the day for the same movie in the same theater.
I know.
Just because it's like, they're just taking advantage of it at every point they can. It's terrible. It's
But
terrible
those are the
behavior.
times we live in.
I want to live on I want to start my own country. Have like 50,000 people, 50,000 cool people. You got to apply, and then you get a spot on the island.
Why an island? Islands, they sink, at one
Well,
point.
they don't sink, but the water gets higher.
Yeah, something like that.
Well,
So-
we'll get like a mountainous island off the coast of Canada or something. And like a couple decades, it'll be nice and warm. It'll be ahead of the curve,
I guess.
Yeah. Because like I want to be off the grid, right? But I don't want to like give up all the good stuff of society and civilization,
But if off
convenience
the
of it all.
grid, how do you pay for it?
You don't pay for shit. You have to have like a windmill or a fucking generator, you know.
Solar energy.
All sorts of stuff.
Okay,
yeah.
and then food, you're going to grow it.
You got to grow your own food.
So you're going to have animals in a farm.
You got to have
livestock?
animals, yeah.
So how are you going to get all these things if you don't have to buy them?
Yeah, where do you start? Well, you got to...
You have to start somewhere.
You sell all your stuff and you
And
get
then
off,
where are
and
you
go off the
taking
grid.
them? They'll know where you're taking them. To live off the grid completely is impossible.
It's possible,
So
but it's not
what happens
nice.
when
I
you
don't think
get
it's a
sick?
nice
When
life.
you
It's
get
not for me.
No,
it's not for
when
me.
you get sick, like the smallest
You just die.
infection,
You fucking die.
Smallest infection, you're dead in 2 days.
Or you have to like go to town. I'm going to town. It's like a big fucking, you know, they like people waving. Oh, he might never come back.
No,
Or you just live in a van. Just get a van and just drive around and be like a criminal,
No.
like a migrant criminal.
Like I'm born in the city area. I've always lived in a city area. I don't think I can do all this bullshit. I can live in a village. Don't get me wrong, but not off the grid.
No, off the grid seems like a lot of work.
It's a lot. It turns out more expensive than you think, because you have to make all the extra effort. Like if you need things like sugar, you can't produce yourself, so it has to be this mission. We are going to
You have
town.
to like trade yams. You have to bring your yams that you grew down and trade sugar. Trade for sugar with your yams.
So you're gonna wash your clothes with your hands.
Yeah.
Ian, you've never done that in your life.
Wash clothes with my hands?
Yeah.
No. Maybe like a hat or something. Or like a pair of underwear on a shitty vacation. It's like, oh, well, I gotta just do something. Clean these underpants.
I've done it. It's not fun.
You like whacking it on a rock and stuff at a river? That sort of style?
Wash it like this.
Do you have a washboard?
No. No. You just wash it like that.
You scrub it.
With your hands.
Yeah.
And soap.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then you like bang it on a rock, right?
That's other people. I didn't do that when I was growing up.
You didn't grow up by a river? Bang shit on a rock?
I grew up in a tree. That's
Did you put big buckets on your head?
Sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Explain that to me. How do they do that?
It so happens like sometimes water disappears. Like you have running water, but sometimes there would be something and it disappears, so you have to go to like a little valley or a river or something.
Yeah.
So you have to take buckets or jerry cans.
But then they put it right on top of their head.
Yeah.
With like a little cloth.
Well, you can hold it like that, but it's way heavier to carry it like that.
But isn't it way more risky to put it up there? What if you drop it? You get all the way there and you spill it at the last second?
It has a lid.
Oh.
And it's plastic.
Oh.
So it won't break.
It's got a nice lid.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you just carry it. The only thing is you have to make it home without breaking your neck.
Yeah. Without breaking your neck, you twist the wrong way, right? And you can just snap it.
You learn how to do it.
Yeah, you got to learn how to do it. Seems cool.
I didn't like doing it. I did it because I needed water. That's it.
I couldn't think of another.
There's no other reason you would do it.
That's what I assume they're all carrying when I see these videos. These women carrying things. It's like that must be filled with water.
Yeah. But
Filled with rum and coke. A bunch of lime slices.
Yes, Ian. That's what it is. Nah, man, but you should go to Africa, then you see.
I would love to go to Africa.
Yeah, but everybody says that, but then
It's the bugs, Sandra. The bugs and the snakes and the spiders. I like crazy.
but you white people go to Australia. There's more bugs than animals.
I wouldn't go to Australia if you fucking paid me. You
So-
seen those spiders down there?
Yeah, they're this big.
Yeah, they like greet you when you go off the plane.
They're that big.
They like ride the bus and wear clothes,
Yeah.
work jobs.
That's funny because I was like watching like a program about the forest fires in Australia and why koalas were dying more than other animals.
Because they're slow and lazy.
And stupid.
Yeah.
They are very stupid.
And they're lazy. They're just
and
like very slow.
They don't leave the eucalyptus tree. This is the thing.
Well, they're junkies.
Yes.
Or they have
No, they're
chlamydia
always
or
high.
something. Yeah.
They're always high from it.
Yeah, exactly. So they're all just lazy. Like, oh no, fire's coming.
And I also found out if like you pluck the eucalyptus tree, you pluck like a little branch off and give it, they won't eat it. They want to eat it from the tree because they think that's not the same thing.
Because they're idiots.
I was like, oh, you're too cute to be clever.
Yeah, that's why they got burned up. They're just like, what's that?
And they're high.
And then they're on fire and it's too late.
And they're high. So
Oh,
a lot
no.
of koalas died, It's like, yeah, the kangaroo just hops off,
Yeah. See ya.
bye. But the
Those koala
koalas, they
bears.
just stay there. They are high. And you know how they feed their babies? Because the eucalyptus is too strong for the babies and poisonous for the babies. They eat it, shit it out, and
Babies eat the shit.
they it's
It's just like
semi
it's just like
shit.
capitalism. No.
It's not completely shit. They eat it, but shit it out before it's fully digested.
Ay.
So that's what the babies eat.
That can't be true.
You read it. I was
Pedro,
watching. Yeah.
Pedro, do me a favor one last time. Can you Google shit-eating koala bear fire? What was it?
It's the babies that eat the shit of the mothers. But also the mothers are always high. That's why they're very slow.
Yeah.
I didn't know eucalyptus makes you high.
Well, it makes koala bears high.
Yeah.
It's got a weird thing. Like catnip. I don't even know what catnip is. It's a plant, and cats just go crazy for it. It's
Yeah. But it's so shit if that's the only food you eat. Eucalyptus, that's it? That's all you eat?
They're like Dutch people. Like bread and cheese. Bread and cheese every day.
Frikandel.
Bread and cheese every day. Bread and cheese. A big old hard-ass crusty piece of bread that shreds up the roof of your mouth. Shreds the fucking roof of your mouth right up. Shreds that shit. First bite.
Yeah, it's true though.
Bleeding from the roof. And then the cheese is so thinly sliced you can see the light through it. It's
yes.
like translucent piece of cheese.
If you keep it
floats
too
down,
long...
It floats down to the sandwich like an old leaf. And then it lands.
If you keep it too long, it hardens up quick. The cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Like in Uganda, we're not big dairy people, but the cheese is pretty decent.
You got cheese down there, huh?
Yeah.
You never hear about African cheeses.
No, but it's not something that's commonly eaten because we're not very dairy people.
You're not really into the cheese.
But the milk is good, so the cheese is good.
Good milk, good cheese. That's what I say.
Yeah, but then I came here, I'm like...
And they're so proud of their cheese.
And I'm like...
They're so proud of their cheese.
This is Europe, one of like the richest countries in Europe, and you have shitty food?
Yeah, the shittiest.
But something as simple as cheese. Cheese is just basic. It's simple.
No, but they're so proud of their cheese, right? You always hear about Dutch cheese company, like all these.
Have you ever seen any
stores?
Europeans that?
No, but I'm saying
hype up Dutch cheese.
No, I'm saying the Dutch people are proud of their cheese. They hype up their own cheese,
Gouda.
And then you can even smell it when you walk by a cheese shop. Like at night when it's closed, like behind the you can like smell that smell of like just that
like sour milk. It's like the smell of sour milk.
They don't have good cheese here. I don't know why they're all so proud of it and happy about it. It's bad cheese.
No, it's just like I said, not to shit on Dutch people, but it's everything here is substandard. It's like the food especially is substandard. Like the main restaurants here that people go to are the foreign restaurants. The Chinese, the Indonesian, the Suriname restaurant.
Of course, yeah. Well,
the
there
African
is no
restaurants.
Dutch cuisine.
No, not really. There isn't. No. They have what? Schnitzel? That's German.
That's German, yeah. They don't even have schnitzel here. I don't even know where to get schnitzel.
You
I don't know
can
where to
get
get
it. There's
schnitzel
one
here.
restaurant here.
There's one restaurant that has
one I
schnitzel.
know
So
in
it's not
Jordan. Yeah.
So it's not
Yeah.
Dutch thing, is it?
But then they also sell spaghetti bolognese there. Then I'm like, okay, so it's like,
Oh, yeah, they have no idea what they're doing. Well, we've said it before. The Dutch culture is really just stealing cultures from other places and saying this is ours now. Like tulips,
Basically.
right? Tulips.
Basically.
Tulips aren't Dutch.
No,
inherently. They're not native to here.
No.
There's a whole thing called the Tulip Wars, where tulips were valued more than gold at one point because people have always been just a little nutty, and I don't know who knows how many people got murdered over tulips back in the day,
I mean,
and now it's like a
people got
Dutch
murdered
thing.
over tea, so I can imagine tulips, tea and spices.
At least you can consume those things. What's
But
tulip
white
do?
people are crazy about flowers. So
Is that a white people thing? Flowers is a white people thing? Really?
when have you ever come to my house? The time when we were neighbors, you found flowers in my house. I mean, usually women like flowers, right?
Yeah.
I like plants, but you're not really going to find me with flowers unless somebody has brought them. But
would like a Ugandan guy get
No.
flowers? Is that like a thing? You like
maybe
bring your mom flowers?
Maybe now with Gen Z, maybe.
Yeah, just like globalization.
But like my generation and older, no shit.
flowers is never a thing.
I'll tell you a funny story. There's a time my mom came to England, so I went with Otis's dad and Otis to see my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And he was asking like, what present can I get your mom? And my aunties were also there. I said, yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. He was like, should I get her flowers? I'm like, don't do that. Please don't. He's like, no, but flowers. And I was like, okay. Then I was like, okay, you know what? Get something and flowers also. Okay.
Yeah, but the flowers is like the card.
So yeah, and
They're
then
like the card, the greeting
and then
card.
we took the flowers there and the present, and my mom was like, "Didn't you tell him?" Like I did, but
That's interesting. That's cool. Fuck flowers anyway, right?
I mean, I don't mind if somebody gives them to me, but
You know what I like? Wildflowers.
I mean,
When you
like,
see flowers just popping up places, that's
yes,
great.
like in Vesta Park, there's lots of nice flowers, like really wild
Yeah,
flowers.
just let them do their thing.
Yeah,
If you're lucky enough to see one, that's cool. But don't,
yeah.
flowers. Fucking flowers.
So it's really fun. It's a funny concept, I had never realized until I came here. I'm like, oh,
So it's a white person thing.
yeah, it's not really a black people thing. And the thing is,
I'm gonna start looking. I'm gonna start trying to look for black people with flowers.
it's so funny because like black people from Africa, America, or South America, or the Caribbean, we have similar things. Like that, there are similar things we have, and I think this is just generation. Many of them don't like flowers. It's not like they hate flowers, but it's not something like, ooh, you got me flowers. Ooh, Ian.
Yeah, it doesn't have that same gesture or whatever.
No, it doesn't.
In your
It doesn't.
side of things. Yeah.
No.
Interesting. So no flowers.
I mean, you'll find them at a wedding as decoration or something.
Yeah, because that's just like a wedding thing.
Yeah,
right? But it's not like
as a present.
if you
not
were
really.
dating a guy, right, and let's say he was in trouble, he fucked
Yeah.
up or something, and he brings you some flowers. Or
Okay.
what would be the equivalent? Like, what would be like the apology?
Just pop them in the vase and that's it.
What would be the apology gift
Well, I don't
in
know.
Uganda or whatever?
A fucking goat?
You bring him a. They better bring me a fucking goat. Born the same month as me, or else it's bad luck. I'm gonna grab a little wine. You want some?
Yeah, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Dead air.
What?
Oh, I need a cup too. Say some shit. Hey everybody, I'm pouring some wine. Sorry for the break. We're humans here. We don't know what we're doing.
Right.
We still have no clue what we're doing.
I mean, we'll figure it out.
It's fun to do something though. Nobody
Yeah,
does
okay.
anything anymore.
Yeah, I mean, at least we are dedicated that every Sunday we meet,
Yeah, we
I
record
mean,
this on Sunday. We're gonna
I
release it
spare
on.
I spare this time every Sunday, regardless of what I'm doing. So I could be doing something. I make sure, like, during this time period, I know I'm gonna do this because if I put it in I'm like, this is how I am. I'm like a little bit autistic. If I do it 1, 2, 3 times in a row, then I know I'm gonna do it.
That's great. Thanks for showing up.
Then I know I'm gonna do it. But if I keep skipping, I'm gonna keep skipping.
Well, yeah.
It's just like having a job. You go every day at a certain time.
Well, that's the kind
It
of
stays in
quality.
your system.
That's the kind of quality programming we're trying to bring to our audience.
Yes.
We're telling you guys, whoever's listening.
Crickets.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Whoever's. Wait a second. There's nobody listening. There's nobody listening.
Yeah, we're
to
not
this.
that famous. Maybe we have like 2 followers.
Yeah, it's my mom and my dad.
No, but
Yeah.
as time goes on, I think
No, but I'm just saying.
there will be a little bit, maybe like a script, a little bit. No,
Well,
we don't
that's
have to be very strict because then we're like, I don't know, fucking Joe Rogan or somebody like
Ugh.
that. I don't want it to be too strict. You can just say maybe this and that, and then there can be things in between.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what do you think about sound effects? Fart noises, things like this, laser beams, dun, 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 horns.
I don't know, man.
I would love to have a little thing with buttons so I could like make sound effects.
I don't know. I think you're going to do some goofy shit. That's what I'm.
That's what it's. I mean, that's kind of why I like doing this show. I just want to get a little goofy.
But
you
you're
know?
goofy either way.
I know, but it's fun to be goofy with other people. Goofing off. It's goofing off time.
But you're goofy in life anyway, Ian.
I can't help that, Sandra.
Yes. So
I really wish I could. I can't.
this
help
1
it.
hour we do it. You still have to be goofy with the sound effects.
You fucking
Surprise, surprise.
kidding? Yes. Duh. What else is going on these fucking days?
In the
lockdown.
streets, in this street.
What do they call a soft lockdown or some shit in Amsterdam here? All the
It's
restaurants
a
now.
bullshit lockdown.
We're going it's super high vaccination rate. It's like what, 80% or something here? Pretty fucking high.
Yeah. It's pretty high.
It's pretty fucking high.
It's pretty
And,
high. But then like
they're-
the way they're doing the lockdown.
So now they're
is
closing us
bullshit.
down again. They're closing all the restaurants and bars close at 8:00.
Yeah, but
What the fuck does that
the
mean?
restaurants are still open for takeaway after 8.
But they close at 8. Bars close at
The
8.
cinemas are open until late.
I thought they were closing all those.
Nope.
They're keeping those open.
Cinemas are open because they make a lot of money out of this. Places like Zigo Dome, Ahoy, they're all open
What?
to have concerts. They're all open. So there's going to be thousands of people in there.
I thought that's why they were shutting things down. Like, that would be the first
This
thing to
is
shut.
too much money to lose.
So
They
what the fuck is this about?
I don't know. They're just doing bullshit. I'm
Absolutely backwards and stupid.
like, no,
And
it's very
there's something
stupid. Like,
much more
they've
sinister
handled
going on, I
this
feel like.
bad from the
Jesus.
beginning. Bad. I'm like, why the hell did you open up the clubs just to close them again in 2 weeks? You don't have shit figured out then. You don't have shit figured out.
This whole thing is just a fucking
No, but
ongoing mess.
I understand people are dying and shit is happening, but the way they're doing it, because Dutch people love money. Don't get me wrong.
They
If
put
you
money
die,
over. They put money over
if
everything.
you die, they don't give a shit.
Money over everything.
If they can make 10 euros out of you if you're dead,
Yeah.
no problem.
Take his shoes.
No problem.
Take his shoes off his
I'm like,
body in the street.
cinemas are open, concert halls are open until late, but the supermarket, something essential, is closed at 8.
Supermarkets are closing at 8.
8.
What about people that work at the fucking cinema and they got to stay there till late? They can't buy groceries now?
No, they can't.
What the fuck?
No, they can't. The supermarkets, 8 o'clock, they're closed.
No way.
Yes. But the cinema, something that you don't need, is open till late.
Is that really true?
Cinema, you can check it out.
Yeah, Pedro, can you fucking Google that
Cinemas
for us?
open. I have a friend because I didn't know this, and there was a friend of mine who because I think Monday, Burner Boy is coming to Amsterdam.
What is this?
This is a famous Nigerian British guy. Yes. So he's coming here.
Nigerian.
British Nigerian, whatever. English is not my first language. So he's coming here. So I was like, no, but we have another lockdown, so things are closed at 8. She was like, the concert is still going on because thousands of people already paid.
Burn a bite.
And these tickets are not cheap, so they're making way too much money to let that go.
What's your favorite Burner Boy song?
And yay.
And how does that one go?
I can't sing. It's just YE.
And how does it go? Just
I'm terrible.
yeah.
No,
Come
no.
on, give me a little Burner Boy. We obviously can't play it on the show. We don't have money for rights and anything like that. But you could give us a little rendition.
No, bro.
Come on, burn it up. Throw it in the fire, baby. See if it burns.
No, you listen to it later on.
Ugh,
I think you've
I hate
heard
listening.
You've
I like
heard about
talking.
Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, clearly.
So what's your favorite song? Yeah. Does that have anything to do with Kanye? Did you hear about what happened to Kanye?
What?
He fell into a church and he can't get out.
What do you mean by that?
I saw a picture of him and Justin Bieber and like some like evangelical preacher guy all wearing white, like with like hands-free microphones on a stage somewhere, and I was just like, what is going on here?
But what I don't understand, like he invited Marilyn Manson.
Oh no, it was him and Marilyn Manson and Justin Bieber,
Yeah,
like all being
like,
They have those. Oh, what the fuck
Marilyn
is going on?
Manson. Like, I don't give a shit about his dark music, but have you heard the lyrics in his music?
I love Marilyn Manson.
He sings about child rape and he was abusing his ex-wife and stuff like that. He is a horrible. I didn't know this, because before.
You don't think the guy who looks like a fucking
No, but there's people who look like
that.
that. I mean, there's people who have all this kind of makeup and they're fine. It's just
but
like
that's-
when there's stigma for people who have tattoos all over. It doesn't mean they're bad people.
Yes, but it's nice to know that there's some real motherfuckers out there in the music world.
but-
Like, here's a guy who looks like how he really is, and he makes
I
music
didn't
that
know.
is really
I didn't
real
know
to
until
that,
somebody
you know?
told me, and then we went
His
through
music
his,
is really real.
his
because of
lyrics.
that, yeah.
I'm like, yo, why would you sing? Why would you sing about raping a child or raping somebody? Is
Maybe it was a
okay?
metaphor.
I don't give a shit. Which kind of metaphor is that?
I don't know. It could be a metaphor for anything. Raping a kid is like,
No, it's not like nothing.
It's like,
No, it's not like anything.
it's like,
It is what it is.
it's like getting a Happy Meal.
And he used to abuse his ex-wife and stuff like that.
Well, who
And-
doesn't do that?
I know several people who don't.
Ex-wives?
Did you abuse your ex-wife?
I have an ex-wife, and I abused the shit out of her.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, not like physically or anything.
I mean physically.
No,
I didn't.
of course not. No, what I do is like I send pizzas to her house at all hours of the night, and I just like do random. I have like random plumbers and stuff show up, and just like it's just like a barrage of just, I just fuck her life up,
No, but I mean physically.
I'm
like,
kidding. I don't do those things.
Of course you don't. I wouldn't sit here if you did this kind of bullshit. Yes. But yeah. But then he has this, I mean, this church, I don't know what they're doing, Kanye, what he's doing with this, what's it called? Church on Sunday? Sunday church? What's it
You
called?
know more about it than I do.
Yeah, because it's very weird. And then he has Marilyn Manson. Then I'm like, and Marilyn Manson just looked out of place in all white.
Yeah.
With his makeup,
and
I'm
his
like...
bald head, he like doesn't have eyebrows. And
Yeah,
he's got,
and I'm
that
like,
green eye or blue eye.
Kanye, like, why do you pick like the shittiest people? Like,
He knows what he's doing.
yeah, but
That's the thing. You got to give it to Kanye. He really does know what he's
he
doing.
knows what he's doing, but
Like the way he got famous was just walking around telling everybody he was famous. He just went around and
This
told
I
everybody he
can
was
take.
famous, and then
You know,
he
like
became famous.
when he had College Dropout, this Kanye I liked. College Dropout, this Kanye I liked. But
What is
then
this, an album?
his first album,
I don't know.
College Dropout.
I guess.
Through a wire. No, 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 no.
You can do it.
I can't do
Give me
it.
some Burner Boy.
No,
Give me
I
some
won't.
Burner Boy. Come on.
No.
Give the people what they want, Sandra.
No, that's in English. Yeah, he's not in English, so I ain't gonna risk it.
it.
Are you alright, Ian?
Should
Should I call the paramedics?
The Paramedics? That would be a good name for a reggae band.
I bet there's a reggae band called that.
Maybe it already exists.
I
It's
think
probably
so.
far back in my head.
Yeah, I think that there should be a reggae band called that.
Pedro, we would love to have a person here to Google shit for us. If anybody hears this,
Yes.
hit us up. And we're not going to tell you how. It's a big secret. Do the research.
I can dox Ian.
What is that? Where does that term come? I know what it means, right? It's
Dox.
like you expose their
Like,
phone number and their
give-
address and
yes,
everything. But what does it
online.
mean? Dox? How do you spell it? What is
DOX.
And what does dox mean?
Like
what-
I give your information on the internet with the intention of somebody will do something to you or
Yeah, but
somebody will.
I'm
yeah.
just I can't connect like the word dox to like,
Yeah, but
they're
English
doing
is
it.
a weird language.
is it like docking somebody or
It's
docs
just
like
docs.
documents?
Just
Yeah, I
docs.
don't.
Maybe docs like documents like your phone number,
Yeah.
your address.
Yeah, I'm trying to
And
make
you
sense
know
of-
your family member names or something like that.
Yeah, I don't understand
Probably.
the connection of
Yeah,
the word
but
to
there's
the.
lots
to
of
the-
words that don't have any connection with what they mean.
Well, think about most words. Bottle, as an example. Bottle.
yeah.
It's a bottle. We all know what a bottle is. It holds
Yeah,
liquid.
you just know it because it's been told
But it's
to
just
you.
such a fucking stupid word. And it probably goes back to Latin or something. But
No,
who were like
most-
the first guys
Most
making
things
shit?
we know them because you've heard it over and over and over again. That's the only way you know it's a bottle because you've heard it over and
course.
over again.
Of course.
Yeah,
But
not
when it
because
first started-
it's really a bottle. It's not. It's because you've heard it since you could speak. You know how to spell the word. You know how. But you could say this is also a cup. If you've been told that 10 years in a row, you say it's a cup.
Well, yeah. That's how
That's how
language
language
that's how
works.
language works. Yeah. I'm just talking about like who started it.
Some dumbass people.
And I think maybe really smart. Like where did language come from? Cavemen just like I guess that's what it was, right? They just got more elaborate with their
Yeah, I don't know.
grunts and screams turned into language.
I guess so.
Something fishy is going on here
Why?
in existence, like in this realm of reality or whatever it is that
How?
we're going through. You don't think there's something off?
There's always something off. It's
You-
humans. Humans are off anyway.
Yeah, but the story
Of what?
of like our real reality.
What is real reality?
Exactly. Well, we're on like what we do know is like we're on this planet that floats in infinite space.
You will live and die, that's for sure.
But what happens on either side of those things?
You survive? I don't know. What the fuck do you want me to say? I'm not a philosopher.
You're not? You don't philosophize a little bit as an artist, as a creator? You never
Yeah,
thought
but
about
why
stuff?
should I bother my head with these things?
I think it's like the most. The
I don't
only
know.
thing
This
that
is the
your head should be
luxury of
bothered
living
with.
in like the Western world. You worry about these things. I don't worry about these things.
But it's all connected.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm living in Uganda, I'm in one with nature. I do this, I do that. I'm good. You know, I grow my own crops. I have animals.
You're living off the grid.
No, you don't. You cannot live off the grid completely. I mean, my mother has a little farm, not a farm, but like she grows her own crops and stuff like that.
What kind of crops does she grow?
She has bananas,
Bananas,
tomatoes.
tomatoes,
That's the last time when I was in Uganda. She had an orange tree,
an orange tree,
mango trees,
a mango tree.
avocado,
Oh shit, that's a big ass tree.
papaya.
Papaya, motherfuck.
Yeah,
What is a papaya?
like how do you say that? I don't know how. What
Do you
can I
eat the
say?
skin? Do you peel it?
It's like it's that shape.
Is it like a peach? You can just bite into it, or do you have to like peel it
literally
like an
that
orange?
big. It's literally that big.
No way.
And you peel it.
It's as
and
big
it's
as a
orange.
watermelon.
It's orange inside. It's that shape, yeah. And it's orange inside.
huge.
It has black seeds, so you just eat the flesh inside.
The flesh. That's so.
What do you want me to call it?
I don't know. The fruit meat. I don't know.
Fruit meat.
The flesh. The fruit blood. That's juice. I don't know. Shit. Does this episode stink? I feel like we gotta get angry about something. Let's get angry. We're too chill and cool to get angry.
Nah, man.
You're never angry.
Why should I be angry? I mean, life is already difficult enough. If I'm here and I'm chilling with you, why should I be angry? For what?
You know, it is. We're both pretty cynical, I think.
Cynical is good. Angry, I'm not a fan.
Angry
of.
doesn't get anything done.
No, angry is just
Cynical is just a way to cope with the nonsense that is.
Cynical can be funny.
reality.
Angry is never funny. It's just
Angry can be funny.
It
If somebody else is angry,
it
it can be
depends.
very funny.
Yeah, it depends.
When my dad gets angry, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So in the house I grew up in, we had this it was like a raised ranch. You know, you kind of go in the front door and you can go downstairs or you can go upstairs. It's like 2 floors. So you go upstairs. There's like kitchen, living room, whatever, and there's like a back door and there's like a deck. You know, like a raised like outdoor area, and then like
I know what a deck is.
Yeah. So we had a deck on the back of the house, and there was a pretty good sized yard, like a garden. In Europe, you call it a garden. We call it a yard.
Yes.
It was bigger than that. And whenever my dad would get mad at something, he would just like go out on the deck and throw it into the yard as hard as he could.
Throw what?
Just like anything. I remember one time
Yeah.
he got in like a fight with a frozen pizza.
And he threw a frozen pizza?
No, what he did is he put it in the oven, but he put it on tinfoil, and then when he went to take it out, it was stuck to the tinfoil. So he's like trying to get it out of the oven, and he loses. My dad is such like a temper, you know. It's that PTSD, Vietnam, who knows what it is, but he'll just snap. And he just snapped on this pizza like motherfuck, shit on it. Like he's trying to get out, and it just destroys the whole fucking thing, you know. And he just balls it up, and he fucking goes out and just chucks that shit off the deck. And even my mom is super cute, and for Easter or something, we did like a Zoom call, like mom, dad, me, my sister. Zoom call. My mom had like a little quiz, like we could win a present from the Easter Bunny if we get the quiz right. And one of the questions was, "What's the biggest thing your dad threw off the deck?" Because it's so. And I didn't know, but my sister got it right. It was a VCR.
Whoa.
Back when VHS tapes were a thing?
Yeah.
So the VHS tape isn't working, so he loses his mind. He grabs the thing, rips it out of the wall, and fucking goes out and just throws it into the throws it off the deck into the grass and smashes. And that's just the way he solves problems. God, there's so many stories like that.
Oh, God.
After school one time, me and my buddy Aiden. Shout out Aiden, bro. The legend. Have you heard of him?
No.
Yeah, he's a war criminal.
Aiden.
Yeah, he joined the Marines right after high school because of the whole 9/11 thing. He was all hyped up. He's like, I'm going to fucking Afghanistan. I'm going to kill some terrorists. He went out there. He got convicted of war crimes.
He killed civilians intentionally?
He did some crazy shit. I don't know the details. It was very hush-hush.
Usually war crimes involve mainly killing civilians knowingly.
He went totally AWOL, lost his mind when he got there, like blended in because he's got like kind of a dark complexion. He grew his beard out and just like totally went AWOL and like did some horrible like Mengele type shit. I don't even know. And then he got tried, and this is a kid I grew up with.
He's in prison now?
Yeah, he's in some The Hague world, war crime prison.
Oh,
yeah.
For life?
Yeah, Aiden. Shout out Aiden.
Oh, he's too young for that.
But anyway, me and him back in the day when we were too little to like grill a cheeseburger on the grill ourselves. It was like summertime. Like, Dad, can you make us cheeseburgers? He's like, fuck yeah, okay, I guess. He's never voluntary. He doesn't want to really do anything. And he goes to flip one of the cheeseburgers, and it falls through the crack of the grill, and he just goes, fuck it! And he just chucks the spatula as far as he can into the woods, just chucks that shit into the bushes, and just goes inside, leaves the thing on and everything, and we're just like little kids, just like, what do we do? Oh, man. Shout out Aiden, though, legend. Fucking war criminal, yeah.
Killed people.
He did so many, who knows, atrocious things.
Let me tell you.
Atrocious things.
Usually war crimes involve you killing people.
Yeah, I think it's like lynching
knowingly.
people and stuff.
Killing people knowingly.
Yeah.
This is mainly what a
I
war
think it's
crime
just
is.
the pressures of war. He just like wasn't ready for it. It's like a 19-year-old kid, and he just like lost his mind.
Do you think war is I don't know. Like Americans just think war is. I don't know. Nobody wants to be in war. What you go willingly to fight people who you don't know?
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
It doesn't make any sense. Imagine that. Like
You're going to a country.
I'm gonna
you've
go.
Never been.
I'm gonna fly
You've
halfway around
had
the
all
world.
the stories in Syria, all the stories in Afghanistan, all the stories in Yemen, and you go.
And then you just get off the
And
plane
it's
and
not
just like
like-
fuck everybody.
And it's not like they're paying you $10,000 a month.
Are you saying that would be okay if they did?
No,
if they
no.
paid you more, it'd be fine.
No,
you'd,
it's
you'd
not.
sign up yourself.
No, of course not. Of course not. But if you'd say, okay, maybe that's an incentive to go there, but they're paying you peanuts. You come back, you're gonna flip burgers at Burger King after the war. Like you're fucked up in the head.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of good people that went to war and came out fine and have.
No, you cannot come back fine. No. You see people dying, you shoot people, you think you're gonna come back fine? It's not possible.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
You can never you will never be the same. You see people dying. You see legs blown off, your heads blown off.
Well, shout out to the military-industrial complex.
Yeah. Fuck you and fuck the CIA.
I was going to say, like, you guys are doing a good job, boys. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. God bless America. America first. Trump 2024. We coming for you. We coming for y'all, blue states. We're going to spill our red all over your blue.
It's going to be purple.
Yeah, why can't we just be one big purple country?
Ew, no.
What's wrong with purple? It's the color of royalty.
No. Half-assed things don't work. You either do it or you don't do it.
It hasn't been working recently.
No, but all these purple people talk about, oh, you either right or you're left.
Yeah, mix it together.
No, you cannot mix it together.
Take the good parts of both and the bad parts. Get rid of the bad parts of both.
Centrists are a problem because they're lukewarm.
Yeah, but
They are lukewarm.
there's no reason to be hot anymore.
No, there's
The world's heating up. There's global. We gotta cool down. We
Yes,
gotta chill
yeah.
out. We gotta.
You know what I mean, so.
I have no idea what you mean. And most of the time, half the things you say, I don't even understand as English.
Because I okay, in most, you know what I mean, Ian. You cannot be serious.
No, I think mix it all up. Purple.
No, you have, in most countries, you have the left and you have the right.
Mm-hmm.
The right is always problematic. That's for sure. The left, yes, is good. But having the middle part, half this, half that, no.
Well, see, I think they're both bad. I think they're just both bad. I think the two-party system is insane for the amount of people we have in the,
No, it
in the
depends,
country and
but
the world.
this-
What are you doing? It's
America's
more
just
complex
like
than that. It's more
America's
complex
just
than
like
that.
any other country. You have
America is not just like anybody other country. It's the greatest country
the
who's ever
structure. The
was-
structure of politics is what I mean.
Well, yeah, we invented that one.
The structure of politics.
That's why
You
it's
have
so
the
similar.
left and you have the right. Then you have the people in the middle. Then you have the far right. Then you have the progressives.
But
The progressives
the
are
far
the-
left, you mean?
These are the good people.
The
because
far left
these
is
are
good.
people who want you, just because you're poor, you don't have to die. These progressives. This is what
Well,
they
I
do.
agree with that.
Yes, these are the people. These are the people
But
who.
why? How
But
about
the left, the left is good, but in some way not. You know, like
Well, and the right
the-
is good, but in some ways not.
no, the right is always wrong.
Believe me, I've only voted
The-
like once or twice because I don't
But
believe
you
in
have
it.
this in
but
every
I voted
country.
blue.
These are-
I went blue
yeah.
because I
You
live in a
were
blue
red
state.
before.
No,
Okay.
no, I live in a blue state. It's always been blue. It's gonna be blue.
Yeah, I mean, the Democratic Party is always good on social issues. So, you know, for gay people, or for trans people, for lesbians, for this they're good. You know, like
Yeah.
social issues. But when it comes to like foreign policy, when it comes to economic issues,
That's what I'm saying. So we got to take a little bit of that good side.
but the
over
right is
there.
wrong on everything. They hate gay people. They hate black people. They hate Muslim people. They want to bomb Syria to bits. For them, they are horrible on everything. They're horrible on everything. Because all they think about is money. They want to incarcerate everybody so that they can have free labor.
Yeah,
They're horrible on everything. The Democratic Party is horrible on some things.
it's the lesser of two evils.
Yes.
And
this
that's
is the
a
thing.
problem.
That's a
The fact
problem
that that's
also.
our choices is the
so
lesser
if
of
you
two
put
evils,
the centrist is even much worse. These are lukewarm people.
Well, they're pussy. You're saying they're pussies.
They're more pussies.
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. I'll just as long as I keep my job. That's what you're
Because
saying.
in all of it, it's just money.
Well, yeah, that's the
It's-
thing.
that's
We've
the
been
thing, it's
handed this.
money.
We've been handed this idea that capitalism is the only way. And I'm not saying communism is an idea. Like I'm thinking, we need a new ism,
Yeah, but-
right? We need a new ism. We need a new way of thinking, a completely new philosophy.
It has to be a mixed
new way
economy. Mixed economy. It cannot be just one thing.
No, but it has to be a global coherence.
Yeah, but
a
like the
coherence,
way-
not a
the-
union or something,
The
but a
way
coherence.
the way
because
Americans talk about communism. Do you know what communism is?
I mean, in the way Americans paint it is just like you have to wait in line for bread, and everybody's
No.
poor and dying, and you
The
get thrown in
thing
the
is,
camp.
it's
It's
a-
fascist regime.
What originally it was, it's this idea of collectivism. So
Yeah.
everybody owns it. The government doesn't have to own shit for you. You collectivism. But the thing is, where you come from, everybody is individual. If you have $1 million and you're my neighbor and I'm on the ground there sleeping, you live fine, but you see me there on the ground sleeping outside.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I don't find that normal. I don't find that normal that you're here in your big mansion, that you bought for $14 million or
Yeah, it
euros.
makes no sense that you would buy a mansion in such a poor area.
And then there's somebody
There's
there
homeless
who's
people out-
outside. Like,
yeah. You got to buy your mansion in a rich area where there's no homeless people.
not really homeless.
on.
Many homeless people are not homeless because they're homeless. They're homeless because of circumstances. Poverty is invented, my dear. It's not something that just came out of the blue.
Yeah, you're bringing up a point that I wanted to make about a new philosophy. Like, people are obsessed, let's just use, we could use Amsterdam, for example, like the rich area and the poor area, right? Like, ooh, I live in the Jordan. Ooh, that's nice. That's expensive. And there's people like, I live in the Belmer, like, ew, that's gross. That's,
Yeah.
that's the poor area. Like, that's such a shitty way. Why can't we start thinking of, like, I live in a rich city? Like, the whole city is dope.
Yeah,
right?
but that's the
No,
thing.
but then expand
yeah.
it. Like, and then I don't want to even stop there. Say, there's a rich country, poor country, right? Like, I live in the Netherlands. It's like, ooh, that's nice. Or I live in, Venezuela.
Yeah, but
like, ooh,
you always
shit.
need this division.
No,
Because
but you don't.
there's
But
always,
what
yeah.
if you stop thinking like rich country, poor country, rich
Good
continent, poor-
ideas
No,
don't
start.
make
Let's start.
it.
Let's start.
Oh, you and who?
No, I'm saying let's think in terms
Who?
of rich planet, poor planet,
Who?
right? Let's
Me,
at
I'm
least be
very
if
realistic.
we need to be like assholes and we need war to like keep our economy going or something. Like, can we at least work as one planet and launch war on other planets, if only to unify the Earth?
Yeah, but who is gonna support this?
Hopefully, everybody. When we realize like we're all on the same planet.
I don't know.
and the
Most
planet's
people who
fucking up.
support all these progressive ideas are not rich people.
But they should think that we could all
Rich
be rich
people
together.
want to stay rich.
Yeah, but we could be rich as a planet.
I don't know.
You know, like
we're
rich
not,
as a
we're
planet.
not gonna
so
be
when
here
we say,
that
so
long.
we're out in the universe somewhere, and we're like,
Let
where are
me
you
tell
from? And
you.
you say, I'm from Earth. They go, oh damn, that's fancy. This motherfucker's from Earth.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
these,
saying?
Yeah, all these ideas are good, but rich people never let them happen.
Well, that's why we got to kill them. We got to kill them all.
How?
We got to find them. Because I'm not talking about Jeff Bezos rich. I'm talking about the secret rich, the rich that are writing Jeff Bezos his checks. He's like the halfway point of rich people.
I don't know, man.
It gets way richer and way more secretive.
I
He's the
don't
richest
even
person.
care
He's
if
the richest person we are allowed to know about. You know?
I don't know. I don't care. Like if
Conspiracies, Illuminati, Sandra.
no, but the thing
it's
is,
coming.
if you
Skull and bones.
even if you're half as rich as Jeff Bezos, you're still very rich. So you can talk about Jeff Bezos, but there's people below Jeff Bezos who are crazily rich.
Yeah, but don't you understand? Like, it gets way richer than Jeff Bezos.
Crazily rich.
Yeah, $1 billion is insane. Imagine having $900 million. $900 million. And then you have another $100 million. Now you have $1 billion.
I don't know.
$900 million
I think
plus another.
$500 million is also insane.
I think it's enough.
It's insane.
I'd be happy with that.
No, but
It's way too much responsibility, though. What do you do with all that? Can't just
that's
like,
the thing.
You,
You,
can't just, like, put
cannot
it in,
have
like,
all
a-
that money and
a
you're
big
not
vault.
a dick. And you're not a dick. You'll be a dick. All that money, of course you'll be a dick. You'll be surrounded by dicks. You're not going to be surrounded by people who are...
You know what it probably is? When you have that much money, everybody wants to get some money from you. So you just have to be like a dick to everybody to keep your money. But you don't need that much money.
Nobody needs that much money.
Nobody does.
I don't think so. If you can live comfortable, nobody needs like 5 fleets of cars and a 10-bedroom house with 6 bathrooms.
What
Who
if you
needs
have
that?
like 9 kids? Or a harem of 9 women and they all have their own cool style and they need their own room?
Well, that's up to you. You want to have 9 kids, that's up to you.
9 bitches in my harem.
Yes, Ian. Of course you had to make this ridiculous.
Ridiculous. A harem is a cool thing. one of my this bucket list shit. Get myself a harem.
Yeah, Ian.
Are you familiar with that? What a harem is?
Not really.
It's like a bunch of bitches that you bang. It's a B cubed. Bunch of bitches banging.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You're not getting it, Sandra. Come on.
Maybe I don't want to get it.
Spice it up. What's going on here?
You're
killing me here.
Yes.
You're killing me.
But you're still alive.
For fucking another 5 minutes probably. Jesus Christ, you're sucking the energy out of me like a goddamn Hoover.
Yeah, right, Ian.
You familiar with Hoover?
A vacuum cleaner?
No, the other guy.
Who?
The FBI guy. Herbert Hoover. He was a cross-dresser. That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah. He's Jeffrey Epstein's dad.
You can just say anything right now because all these names don't mean anything to me, and I do not know what I...
You know what the real problem is? Is that I ate breakfast, but I didn't eat lunch, and now I'm drinking some shitty wine, and I'm feeling it. A little too much. Smoke joint. Fucking funny over here. We got to get back on track. Let's talk about... This is terrible. This is terrible.
Kids, don't drink wine before you eat.
Don't drink wine from Albert Heijn. That's what I say. Don't drink wine from Albert Heijn. Fuck Albert Heijn. Albert Heijn is the biggest like grocery store chain here in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, and they fucking suck. They suck so much dick.
They just survive on the name.
How are they the ones that are the top dogs? Like, how are they the ones with the most stores everywhere? Because they fucking suck.
They have connections with the government, I guess.
Yeah, it's totally inside track. Fucking the queen's son is friends with some guy whose dad was Albert Heijn or some shit.
Something like
fucking
that. It's
bullshit.
always like that because it's like...
Have you seen some of the Albert Heijns? They have like a picture on the wall of the original guy, Albert Heijn. Have you seen these?
No.
It's more like outside the center, like these bigger stores. They'll have like, and he looks like the fucking evil Monopoly man. He's got like a twisty mustache and a monocle. And he just looks like a piece of shit. He just looks like a piece of shit. Like, this guy's an asshole. No wonder the cucumbers are fucking rock hard and cost $87. Bullshit, dude. If I had a time machine, right, and most people want to go back in time and kill Hitler, I'd fucking go back and kill fucking Albert Heijn, dude. He's an evil dude. He looks evil, and he's got his face on the wall.
Everything is overpriced, but so substandard, you know? It's
it's bad. It's the worst. Like, if you go to Lidl, right, it's cheap as fuck, and it's okay.
And they don't have Lidl everywhere. That's the thing. They will not put Lidl everywhere.
They can't, because Albert Heijn has too much money.
Yeah, you'll find Albert Heijn in the middle of a forest here.
It's true. Imagine that. You're starving for 3 days in the forest, and you come across an Albert Heijn, and you're like, fuck, we're going to die. There's no food in there. It's fucking bread that tastes like cardboard. We're done. We're doomed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're crushing beers. It's Sunday. It's fucking sensitive teeth, everyone. Sounds like it's coming a little bit to a halt. Unless Sandra has anything interesting to say for once. Jesus Christ.
Well, every Sunday cannot be the same, Ian.
It should be, though. It's God's
Okay,
day.
you write the script then.
This is terrible. We got to rewind 20 minutes. Hey.
Ciao.
There we go. See ya. All right. See ya.
Ciao.
All right. Let's
Wrap it up if you want.
Yeah, let's just take a moment here.
But it's not like this so much. You just have to cut out some things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It may, believe me. Yeah. I don't want. We don't want to look like idiots here too much. So.
Especially you.
Especially me.
Yes.
Exactly.
We want to reach a broader audience. We don't want to like cut out some people. You see. That's how I write my books. I don't want to cut out anybody, so I use simple English.
Really?
Yeah, very simple. I don't use, vocabulary that somebody will not understand or like all this conceptual bullshit and like some guy working at
masturbatorialism. You heard about this? Masturbatorialism?
If I want to talk about, let's say, for instance, an art movement like expressionism or impressionism.
Those are boring. Can you pick a more interesting?
I'll just give an example. Somebody like Van Gogh. Then people could relate. But if I say impressionism or expressionism, somebody down the street might not understand what it is.
Oh, that's a very good point. I make my art for everybody to see.
Yeah, your art is eye candy. So if somebody comes, like even if my son...
It's eye candy, but it's backed up by people who are more aware of art and everything. Like they'll pick up on those references and those things. So like the deeper you go, the more you'll see. But for somebody that knows nothing, they can like the way it looks.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what I say. It's eye candy for people who
it's more than that.
Who do not know art.
Just for the record.
No, I know who do not know art. Or like, let's say for instance, if I take my son to see your art, he'll be impressed, like the forms.
He's like, whoa,
and the
robot
colors.
maybe.
Yeah, and the colors and this and that. And then there'll be somebody who knows art, who related to, a certain art movement, and they'll see references to this and that, so it's for everybody. But if you just make shit just for the art people, the elites, you're a piece of shit.
It was nice. I did an interview for this magazine in London called In Bed or something, Made in Bed, some shit like this. I forget the name. Hey, shout out Made in Bed magazine, I think. It's something connected with Christie's or Sotheby's.
I don't know.
The auction. I don't know what it is either. But shout out it's definitely Made in Bed. Look that up. I did an interview with them. And
the one you showed me one time.
Did we talk about it already?
No, we didn't talk about it, but you showed me something about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, the questions were amazing. Like, it just, the questions that they asked me, they really took a serious look at my work, and the questions that they asked me just proved to myself that, like, the artworks are a success, because, like, they got all the information. They already know the answer. Just, I could tell the way they asked me the question is, like, you understand my work. I don't really need to say anything.
Yeah. Because
and of course,
I
can elaborate on it, for the sake of the interview. But I was so impressed by the questions. It just let me know that my works were doing what I intended them. They were operating the way as I intended.
You don't have to be there to explain yourself.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing. Yeah. This is what I don't get.
And I just it was like so nice to like see that it's real.
Yeah.
I'm fucking up my words right now. Jesus Christ. No, it was nice to see that the people who do know something about art can see this and just exactly understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the greatest thing about it is I don't need to be there to tell the story, right? And that's the point. This will live on when I'm not around. People can still get the story.
That's more important. If you make all this artsy stuff that people have to ask questions, or you have to live like what some artists do, they have like a work. But because it's so...
Hold on a second. Is there something vibrating?
I think it's my phone.
You want to get it?
No.
Is it going to stop?
It has stopped.
Great.
Usually when I'm doing the...
All right, sorry.
When we're doing the podcast, I don't pick up my phone.
You shouldn't.
No, I don't.
Because we take this seriously, everybody. If you're listening to this, you are an elite. You are an elite. You are part of a secret club. Don't tell anybody about this show. Don't share it and don't tell anybody about it.
Yes.
Just you and me, baby. You and me. I'm talking right to you, listener. You and me. And Sandra, too. She's here. She likes to watch. She likes to watch us do our thing. Sensitive teeth. Oh, they're so sensitive. My teeth are so sensitive.
Can you not? Ian?
I'm on a roll here. Give me a break. It's Sunday. Sunday, fun day. Empty belly, bottle full of Albert Heijn wine. Don't drink it. It's terrible. We were talking. You were making a good point about art and how telling stories and how you shouldn't have to be there to tell your story, because if you do, your art sucks.
You have like these people, like especially who have like these paintings that they have like I don't know, it's talking about the mother who was in Cuba, but this happened, but you don't see it, but they know it, so they have to write this little message next to the painting. I hate that shit.
And then after you read the message, then you can kind of see it.
Then
in the
you
painting.
can kind of see it, but then like if you have...
But then you're taking up my time.
You're taking up my time.
Now I have to read this fucking thing. You're taking up my time.
Then I have to make the relation, okay, the yellow color represents this.
It's like I'm not building a fucking Lego set here.
Yeah,
I'm trying to look at
the
painting.
little square here means this. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, give me a break. You failed.
I don't have... No, you failed.
Is the artwork the artwork, or is the story the artwork? Or is it,
but I don't...
if it's both in combination, that's lame as fuck.
If I have like my work at a gallery, the only thing I put is my name. Yeah. That's it. My name and what the artwork is called. Full stop. I don't put any description.
Well, title, year, and dimensions. And materials. Yeah. Materials.
But
important,
for the rest, because I just write. I write, that's it. So, my name, the name of the artwork,
you put the year.
And which year it was made.
Yeah, that's all you need.
But if somebody does not get it, I have failed.
Mm-hmm.
I have failed. That's why I don't use difficult vocabulary. Because otherwise... Because
you want to bring... Exactly.
I want everybody to come and, have fun,
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, then it's because it's mainly ordinary people that buy my books. It's not artists that buy my books. No, it's ordinary people that buy them because artists will be like, yeah, because like many times when I wanted to get like funding for my second book, yeah, but we don't know if it's art. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know if it's art? Yeah,
They really said that?
Yeah, at Mondrian Funds, do you know the kind of money they give to the bullshit artists around?
So everybody gets the money.
Everybody
gets the money. I've applied once or twice, not just for like
I
shits
applied
and
one
giggles,
time. I was like,
I didn't really put any. I just like sent them in
this
whatever.
whole, this whole plan I had, and I was going to write this, and this is what I write, and I showed them my first book and everything. Yeah, but we don't know if this is art. I'm like, who the fuck are you to tell me this is art or not art? What do you mean it's not art? Who are you to decide? Who are you, Kandinsky? Who are you?
You're a Kandinsky fan, huh?
Yeah. I
so
like
you
his art.
must like my work.
Yeah. That's why I like your work.
I get it.
Yeah.
You're familiar with a little bit of that side of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it plugs right in because those guys were so tuned into like what was going on around them. Their artwork comes from the foundation of constructivism comes from the world around. What is things constructed out of?
That whole period was nice. Also,
this is a wood table. We use it. We live in a building made of steel and wood and glass. These are materials of our everyday. These are materials worthy of talking about and using.
Yeah.
In the name of art.
That whole period was nice because it's like.
But the thing is, they've led a foundation that is timeless. Like their philosophy, you can apply it to any time and place. It's just really, really good stuff, and I look up to those guys, and I apply their fundamentals, that are automatically updated just because of the time that I'm living in, right?
Yeah.
So things change, but you can still just apply these fundamentals, and like everybody can be a great artist if you follow these rules, so to speak. Like. The proletariat. Art is so proletariat. It doesn't come from the fucking mansions and the sky-rise apartments. It comes from the fucking ground level,
Yeah.
And it's advertised as this way where general population doesn't think art is something they can access or be participant in. Like, oh, it's fancy. I don't know why a painting costs $10 million. But you can make art. You're just more connected to the real life, to the real world.
Yeah.
But it's just a shame, I want everybody to make art,
Yeah, well.
Everybody just, like a society that has time to worry about art is a society that has their shit figured out. Because art's the last thing, right? Art's the last thing.
Yeah.
You have your shit figured out, then you can work on art.
Yeah.
Because there's nowhere else for your mind to go and your ingenuity and your technology other than this creative aspect if you have everything else figured out.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder, like, if there are alien beings out there and more intelligent life forms, they must have art. Art is the sign of intelligence. It's the sign of like intelligence. It's everything. It's like the top of the pyramid. So aliens must have art, and I would love to see what they're doing. I don't know,
because it's when you come from somewhere else, and then you go, okay, let me give you an example. Like all these things you see, all these sculptures and paintings you see in Tropen Museum.
Yeah.
Here you consider them art. In Africa, Asia, South America, that is the way they were living. They don't consider it art.
That really bothers me too. Like if I go to
it's not considered art.
You go to the Metropolitan and
I see this shit. I'm like, sorry, but
that's
there's
a motherfucker.
tribes in my country.
Like,
they don't consider this art. This is the way they were living. This is the way they were just like.
It's
I
like,
don't know.
bitch, that's a soup bowl. Why is that behind glass? That's a bowl. I eat cereal out of this bowl. Why is it behind glass? Why are people paying money to see this? It doesn't make any sense. It's because the name of the museum should just be look at all the shit we stole.
Because there was this old guy who used to live in Jordan. I don't know if you knew him. He was an art collector. He was called Robert. He was like 500 years old. He had a
goddamn Illuminati Dracula son of a bitch.
This huge space where he was collecting a lot of art from Africa and Asia.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where Europe was not allowing this to happen anymore because a lot of art was being stolen. Art in quotations.
Soup bowls.
So one day, he because I told him I'm a writer, blah, 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 this. So he said, oh, do you want to see my art collection? I said, okay, fine. So I went over and there are all these masks. I was like, this is not art. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're just collecting people's culture.
Yeah.
And people's livelihoods and the way they just live normally.
Like, look at this pair of socks. A jungle man made these socks. We stole them. Now you can look at them.
These masks are worn maybe for a certain ritual or certain ceremony.
It's like Easter.
They don't have.
It's not art.
Back in the day, they don't have one museum where all the people go and watch this shit. No, they use this shit in their daily life.
Yeah.
So I was like,
So then my question is, what is the art? And these cultures must have art as well. Like, what do they consider art?
Yeah, but
That's sort of extra shit.
yeah, but
right?
art is
That
something
art is.
made up. It's not something. It's something made up by the Western world, and then other people, caught up with it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's something made up
Ooh,
because
that's interesting.
like if you see cavemen, they were doing all these drawings. Do you think they consider that art?
Well, I think they were doing it because they were hungry.
This is
were
how they
hungry
were.
and
This
bored
is how
and trapped in the
they were
cave
telling
during-
stories.
Yeah, they're
and
hungry.
stuff like that. No.
I'd like to eat this. This is a bull. It's like, yeah, I want to eat that too. Here, I want to try elephant. Oh, I eat that too. I'm hungry. We're stuck in this cave. We're fucking hungry.
So things like that. So for me, I'm like, yeah,
Interesting though. Art is an invented idea.
it is invented.
But whereas I think art can be connected. That's the constructivist sort of thing. It's like art should be connected to everything, right? Like everything should have these sort of fundamentals applied to it. If you're gonna produce anything, right?
yeah,
It
but
should
it's
have these
also a
sort of
luxury. Like you
fundamentals.
said, it's a luxury.
Well, that's the thing. If we can concentrate
a
on art, that means
luxury.
we have our
You
shit
cannot-
figured
you
out. So
cannot-
it's something
yeah.
to aspire to get to where we can fully, the general population fully be kind of interested and involved in art. That means we're doing really, really
I
well as
mean,
a species, as a
certain
society.
people you can convince this, like maybe the new generation now, you can convince this, but the older generation in certain continents, you cannot convince them this.
Yeah.
You're not going to convince my mom to buy an art piece. No.
Well, I'm not talking about buying. I'm talking about making.
No, I'm just giving an example.
Could we convince your
I'm
mom to
just-
make an art piece?
You
Because that's what I'm talking about. We
but
can
even
produce
my
our own
books,
art.
my mom doesn't consider them art because she sees something like it's an object that is a book. It is a book.
Which is tangible.
It's tangible. Yes, she doesn't consider it art because in certain
Neither does the
areas,
neither does the Mondrian funds.
art is not something they consider they need in their life. It's something
Extra.
extra they don't really need in their life. But here in the Western society, you have everything already. You have electricity, you have water, you have this.
Yeah.
You have the luxury of going to a museum and look at Picasso like he was drawing while he was asleep and high,
Well, he was. And he painted that. He painted that. I know what painting you're talking about. He painted that with his boner. He put the paint inside the girl's pussy and then he banged her and then he painted the piece. And each different girl had a different color. That's how he used to paint. That's why he's so famous.
No, he was. He
Yeah,
used
he
to
had
paint
eight or
in
nine. He had
fucked up
8 or 9
ways.
girls with different colored paints inside
He
their
used to- he
pussies,
also
and
used-
he would bang them for different colors, and then he'd paint with his
He
with his
also
dick.
used, I don't
That's
know,
true.
his wife's
That's true,
blood
Pedro.
or something.
Are you not hearing what I'm saying? That's hilarious.
Yeah,
God damn it!
I don't
What a funny
know.
visual. But he used to bang. You know
I
what's
don't know, some old
He-
guy's bone. I don't know if I want to
covered in
visualize
covered
that.
in orange paint.
No.
He's dancing around the canvas, wiping it on the canvas. But he bought a house for his mistress directly across the street from the house he lived in with his wife at one
Oh,
point.
he was a dick.
Yeah, he's Picasso.
Of
He's
course.
fucking Picasso. He do whatever he wants.
Picasso, yeah, of course. He was a dick. I mean, most artists were either dicks or fucked up in the head.
I think a bit of both.
I mean, Pollock was a dick also.
Well,
And
yeah,
then
he was a
also-
drunk. He's a bad drunk.
No, he was a bad drunk.
Yeah, he's a drunk,
You can't
violent drunk,
Yeah,
you know?
he was a violent drunk.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Made
yeah.
good paintings though.
No, yeah, he made good paintings. Yeah.
He was a guy that made some real breakthroughs, but also part of his huge fame is due to the CIA, allegedly, because it was the Cold War. So like the U.S. is fighting not only a kind of Cold War like weaponized, creating different weapons and all this spy shit. They're also fighting a cultural war. So like they were sending jazz radio programs to the USSR so people could hear jazz, which is like this funky, free, improvised way, which is like freedom, democracy against the communism regime. And they helped promote Jackson Pollock because of this freestyle, And if you look at Russian history of painting, it's very traditional. It's very,
Yeah.
very
Like,
figurative, very
figurative,
realistic,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's where they're coming from. So they were promoting this crazy, wild American dream, freedom, allegedly.
yeah.
Makes sense. The FBI, the CIA, they're in everything since the beginning. So, hey, shout out FBI and CIA. I know you're hearing because you hear everything. Fucking Homeland Security, you sexy fucking guys with your muscles and your guns. Oh, I hope you bang on my door one day. You coming right on in, buddy.
Stop it.
Freedom, Mary. I'll give you some freedom. You want some freedom? I'll give you some fucking freedom, bro. Well,
At one point, someone somebody's gonna hear this, you know?
Somebody's gonna hear this.
Yeah, and somebody who will not find this funny, like CIA, because like you guys in the USA, you're really weird. Anytime somebody says CIA or FBI,
Don't make that sound. I have PTSD with that sound of knocking on the door. I've had cops pound on my door. You know what I did?
what?
I let him right in. I gave him some freedom. No charges. Charges dropped. Hell yeah. Want that freedom, baby? That was my nickname on the swim team. Freedom.
Right.
Oh, look out. Freedom's
I don't
coming.
know how to take this anymore.
I don't know either. I feel like we're just getting started,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, but this is how it will go. I told you before, like it will build up.
It's going to build up.
It's gonna build up, but then at one point there has to be some sort of script. Like as we
You mean
start,
like an agenda? Topics?
kind of, yes.
Questions,
So in
topics.
between we can just free ball it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah, but we don't have to like, oh, we're gonna talk about this. No, we can just say, okay, we're gonna talk about this ashtray. So then we'll talk about the cigarettes inside. Oh, that. Then you talk
That
about
sounds terrible. That's very boring. What are you talking about? Cigarettes? I was going to talk about nips.
This is a. Oh God. You know what I mean?
The word nips could mean many things. What is the thing that comes to your mind first if I say the word nips?
God. Nipsey Hussle.
See? Nipsey Hussle. I was thinking about nips. You know what we call, you know the little bottles of liquor that you see on like an airplane or something?
Yeah.
Like the little Jameson, the little Bacardi.
Mhm.
We call those nippers.
Why?
Or nips. I don't know. It's a little nip. You just buy a couple at the gas station or whatever. And you take a couple nips. But they also means nipples.
I know you were going to say that.
We're always,
yeah.
that's the elephant in the room.
Yes.
What, have you ever seen an elephant nipple? They must have them.
Why would I?
Do you think the baby elephant sucks on the mama nipple with the trunk or like with the mouth? Do they even do that? How do you,
Elephants
Pedro? Can
drink
you Google?
with the trunk and put it in the mouth?
Yeah, but what about the milk when it's a baby elephant? They're mammals.
Trunk,
They need
mouth. Drinking is drinking.
milk, mother's milk out of
Trunk,
the teat.
mouth. How? An elephant is that high?
So
How?
it sucks it sucks
Trunk,
it out and then it puts it in his
the mouth.
Interesting.
The trunk is for
How
sucking.
does it know how to?
Trunk is for sucking.
Oh my gosh.
What did you? You don't have elephants in the zoos in America?
I would hope not. I love elephants. I have an elephant tattoo. It's my spirit animal, and I don't think elephants should. They should have like the same rights as people. Elephants should just be able to do whatever the fuck they want, and nobody can touch them.
They shouldn't be zoos at all.
For sure not.
No,
For
zoos.
sure not. No.
Like it's so funny here, like artists, because of the lockdown.
The Artist Zoo.
Yeah,
The Artist Zoo, which
No,
is like it's an
artists.
but the zoo in Amsterdam.
Yeah,
it's an
it's
old
called
school
artists.
zoo.
You
It's
don't
built in
call
like the 1800s. It's the worst kind of zoo. Just animals in cages.
but like because of
Terrible.
the lockdown, people are not going anymore, so they were taking animals out. Where are they going to take them? They sold them to where?
Yeah, just like an Arab guy.
I'm like, they sold them to where?
An Arab guy. It's always these Arab guys with like the
I'm like,
the rich Arab guys.
I
They
can
have like
understand like
giraffes in their backyard.
fucking chimpanzees, okay, but where are you going to put the elephants and the giraffes?
In your private jet, in your huge private
Where
jet.
are you going to take them? Like, I don't
don't know.
They sold them. I'm like,
Maybe they sold them to a restaurant somewhere.
some things just like they're mind-boggling in this country. I'm like,
There's a mind-boggling thing from every country.
no, but like some things, it's like it's
Where's the
really
worst? Where's the shittiest place you've ever been to? Where it's like, this place is terrible. I'd never ever want to come back to this place.
There's a certain part of Paris I went to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like I forget the name, but it was like a market area, but it was the dirtiest place I've ever been because Paris is not a very clean city.
That's what I hear. I've never been there, but I
No.
heard it's disgusting.
There's this spot I went, and like this market was great. It had a lot of things. You know, I could get things I thought I would only get in Uganda and stuff like that. It had lots of people from everywhere. You know, but it was dirty as fuck. I'm like, there's no place in Uganda that's this dirty anyway. There was garbage everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm gonna eat here. I don't care if they're bringing like dolphin ankles. I'm not eating anything here.
Dolphin ankles. It's funny. Dolphin ankles is my nickname on the swim team. Oh, watch out! Dolphin ankles is coming. Why do they call him dolphin ankles?
I'm
Because
not
he's
eating-
fast. Look at those ankles move. He's kicking so hard that water. He
I
wins
said,
every race.
I'm not gonna eat nothing here. Garbage everywhere.
So the worst place ever is a neighborhood in Paris.
I mean, in the last 5-6 years, this is the worst place. I cannot remember.
Who can?
But yeah, what is it called? I forget its name. It has like a huge market, but a nice market. You get a lot of nice things, but it's just so filthy. It's the garbage. It's not the people. There's garbage everywhere. They just throw garbage everywhere.
It's the French way.
No, I'm not just talking of garbage in like a radius of 100 meters or 200. I'm talking of garbage in a radius of like
blocks and blocks and blocks.
Vesta Park. Like this is
just blocks and blocks and blocks.
People garbage, people garbage, people garbage, people garbage, people garbage everywhere.
Garbage people,
but
garbage
like,
people, garbage people.
Decomposing shit.
French.
We're not talking about like
Those stinky French.
Plastic bottles or just papers. Decomposing garbage also. I'm like,
ugh. I gotta piss. We should end it.
Yeah, I gotta piss too.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Whoever you are.
Deuces, bitches.
Deuces, bitches. All right.
Deuces,
Come back next week and tell your friend. Don't tell your friends. Don't tell anybody that this ever happened. Right?
One tooth, you can do teeth. And you can only do a few teeth because you can only cut so much gum out of the roof of the mouth. The sensitivity's not there. Do a few teeth, 32 teeth. One tooth, you can do teeth. And you can only do 32 teeth. You are helping people. It's great.
Sound check. Chomp.
Sound check.
You got to be a little closer, I think.
Again.
Come on, get in there. Get in there. Just pull it back or get it forward. You got to make sound during the sound check.
Yeah, sound check.
You sound...
What?
I don't know. Talk? Make some
Talk?
sounds. Buttholes, pee-pees.
Pee-pees.
Keep saying pee-pee.
Pee-pee.
Again.
Pee-pee.
Say it some more.
Pee-pee.
Oh, say it some more.
Pee-pee.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Great.
Yeah, but it's like I'm not very tall, so I have to really...
We could put a pillow under your chair.
Yeah, maybe.